Welcome and thank you for taking the time to familiarize yourself with the essentials of how to conduct your year-end performance review as an employee. This session will cover 3 topics. First of all, we will talk about why we do the year-end process. Secondly, how do we do it, highlighting the key steps and timelines. Thirdly, what are the useful resources available to support you to complete the year-end process, and how and where can you access these resources? Before we get into the details, let's take a look at what's new with the 2016 year-end performance review. Since performance and development are highly interrelated, corporate is now introducing a performance and talent integrated cycle, connecting these two as one streamlined end-to-end process. With the overview of the year-end performance review, now we will walk you through the key steps and timelines you would need to be aware of. It is important that you make time in advance to drive the year-end performance. Year-end process is an integral part of performance and rewards, which provides you with planned opportunities throughout the year to speak with your manager and make sure you are on track with your performance targets and career goals at the same time. It is a global exercise. No matter where you are in the Sanofi world, you and your colleagues are using the same process. You now see 3 key steps. The first 2 steps is around performance year-end review. However, as a continuity of the year-end process, you can get a head start with the 2017 goal setting, which is optional at this point in time. Again, for employees, the actual review conversation with your manager is as important as your self-assessment. At the same time, you should get feedback from your dotted line or functional manager, if applicable. It helps you to gain a better perspective into your performance and self-development, which is one of the key changes Global is driving this year. In Sanofi, we use the 9-box grid to evaluate an employee's performance. 2 dimensions of the what and how, with 3 levels of the axis, compose the 9-box grid. The what and the how are equally important. From the 9-box grid, we cluster the performance ratings to 3 tiers. Above expectations, rating 6, 8, 9. Achieved expectations, rating 5. And below expectations, ratings 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7. In order for you to do a proper performance self-assessment, you can prepare yourself by following the 3 steps. Part of the year-end performance review is having a one-on-one dialogue. Here are some tips and guidelines for you to engage a productive dialogue with your manager. If you want to start 2017 goal setting, here's some useful information. For both priorities and lead behaviors, always use the SMART model. As far as your development plan is concerned, stick to the 70-20-10 principle. Prioritize your activities around 70% experiential learning and leverage internal resources such as Harvard Managed Mentor, learning offerings from leadership development, and training department as much as you can for the 10%. We have talked about the importance of performance year-end review and its key steps and timelines. Now let's find out what tools, resources, and support we have made available for you. They will ensure you have the necessary support. First stop, we will showcase some key steps on how you conduct your year-end assessment on Workday. The last step won't be happening until later in March though. We still want to remind you of it as it marks the completion of the whole performance and rewards process. These are some of the learning resources available. There's also a support system if you even encounter technical glitches. In closing, take actions now. We encourage you to schedule the meeting with your manager soon, be well prepared, and complete the document in Workday. Thank you for your kind participation, and we hope it has been useful to you. We wish you a successful and helpful experience in your year-end process review with your manager.